Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Dollar, dollar.
And now, another edition of Wrestling with Attitude from Charlotte, North Carolina, the best wrestling podcast out there today. With your host, the intellectual savior of the masses, The Summit.
If we have any 6'5" women that are interested, Steven Singlesley, D-Generation 6, Bo Generation.
And the mouth of the Carolinas, Little Steven.
Don't be talking to the 18-day champion like that. Bo, conversationalist person.
Bo
Hey.
Horrible. The former 6-month champ, the melting pot, JP.
Just go back and do that, RVD. Go back to Philadelphia. I'm sure there's a bingo hall. You could sweep the floors, give the old ladies another marker.
Little Steve.
And the face of the company, Mike.
J-Bo-L.
Michael.
You can listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, and Spreaker.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook and tweet us at WWA Show. Wrestling with Attitude. I wish you would step back from that ledge.
Welcome to Wrestling with Attitude.
Man, that never gets old.
That never gets you old, you singing, huh?
Nope.
You want to sing another verse?
Nope.
Of course, I'm your host, The Summit. Joining me to my, I guess you're at the other end of the left.
Across.
Right? Across. All right, that'll work better.
Across
from me. Yeah, I'm glad he's across from me. I heard him. He's to the left of me. He's champion once again. The mouth of the Carolinas, the ignorant, whatever you want to call him this week.
Finally.
Little Steven's back.
Finally. The champ.
Can I turn your mic off now?
Yeah, I thought you did.
No, I didn't. I was going to. I turned mine off because I couldn't hear you anymore.
Oh, okay.
I can't see you.
Oh.
And then to my left is, of course, we got a guest today, Dirty Dutch.
Dirty Dutch.
Yo, what up? What's up, Dirty Dutch?
Not much, man. Ready to see what this is all about.
All right.
Excited.
Well,
Yeah.
we're glad to have you on the show today, man.
Thank you, sir.
So, we didn't have a show last week. There's a big Super Bowl going on last week.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, just the Super Bowl. That's all that happened.
Yeah,
Well,
it was like between the Chicago White Sox and the
Wow,
Blue
you brought the
Jackets,
White
right?
Sox in.
no, it was Brooklyn Brawler and Barry Horowitz.
First
Oh,
off,
okay.
you
Gotcha.
brought the White Sox into any kind of
championship talk.
any kind of discussion. Which, sorry, Chicago fans out there.
They're so hungry.
Did you hear that? We lost every Chicago fan out there.
No, hold on, Barry Horowitz.
I saw him the other day.
Oh man.
Come on, you got to love Barry Horowitz, man. Who doesn't
I
love Barry
watched him on the
Horowitz?
WWE Network the other day. I was like,
Was he
wow.
actually on there?
Yeah, he's on he's on a Raw in 1996. He's facing like Shawn Michaels or somebody. I was like, what?
You finally figure out who he was, huh?
Yeah, I was like, that's Barry Horowitz. Because
He
with
was-
that music, I thought it was at least in the 70s or 80s when he was big. Nope, 90s. 90s. I was like, wow.
No, so we had a couple weeks off while we were gone. Little Steven made up his list of top 5 WCW underrated superstars.
Yeah. Yeah, I did,
I
actually.
can tell, yeah.
I actually
It
did.
looks like you did your homework.
It never looks like I did my homework.
But next week on the show, and we didn't have a Twitter this week question, which would have been the top WCW stars. Next week, we're going to do unique matches, right?
Yeah, unique matches. That season 2 of Countdown premiered this week on the WWE Network, and so we're gonna start with season 2 is coming up. So we're gonna start going back to
So
Countdown.
it's top 10 unique matches of all time.
Yeah.
So next week on the show, we'll review it, and you guys tell me what matches you would take out, what matches you would add. We ain't gonna do our own top 5. We'll do it what we need to replace, what we
Yep.
feel like sucks. No offense to this, but a lot of the WWE universe polls are silly.
They're horrible.
Some
Oh,
of
yeah.
those are absolutely horrible. I know we did 2 weeks ago. We did top 10 infamous Intercontinental Championship.
Before you say
Oh,
that,
man, yeah.
Dirty
What?
Dutch, what would you think is the most infamous continental champion
of all time?
Of all time.
Ayatollah of Rockarola. I love
All right.
Chris Jericho.
There you go.
I mean,
No,
he's
that makes
he's
sense.
he's
That
a
makes sense.
9-time Intercontinental Champion. So,
It's
I mean, I
true.
clearly put him up there. And, like, number 2, I loved RVD as Intercontinental Champion. I thought he was really good. As
I forgot all about that.
He was so good.
But this doesn't say best.
It doesn't
champions
say
of all
best.
time.
It's
This
true.
says infamous.
Okay,
Which
yeah.
is famous, right?
Yeah.
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 Well known.
Well
known champions.
Well known.
So,
Well, like we were discussing earlier, John Cena was a great. Well, no, he was,
He was a
U.S.
good- he was
Excuse
US
me.
champion, though.
He was
Yeah.
U.S. champion. That's
Has
right.
he
never
ever been
mind.
an Intercontinental
No.
champion?
No.
That's something he should go after.
Oh,
Be an Intercontinental champion.
here's one for you,
man.
Carlito. When he was Intercontinental champion, he was well loved. A lot of people like to see him wrestle.
Well, one that was missing, I'll tell you, at number 10 was Jeff Jarrett, 9 was Ken Shamrock, 8 was Greg the Hammer, 7 was Owen Hart, 6 was Cody Rhodes, 5 was Razor Ramon, 4 was Mr. Perfect, 3 was Ultimate Warrior, 2 was Honky Tonk Man, and 1 was Jericho.
Yeah.
Could you really say Ultimate Warrior though?
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
See?
They're well known, though.
Yeah.
I can
Like
say
this
well
guy
known.
already.
That's what I'm saying. I agree. But the one that is missing on the list to me, HBK.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah.
And to me, one of the best IC champions ever, Ravishing Rick Rude.
I mean, y'all know
Yeah.
who I'm going to say on
Ravishing Rick Rude.
my next one to finish out my top 3. I mean, I have Jericho, RVD, and I'm easily going with Shelton Benjamin. Shelton
yeah.
Benjamin.
I like Shelton Benjamin.
He made the match that much better, though. I
Now-
mean, with his athleticism, it was so
Just
good.
don't let this man go to a tag team match with the world's greatest tag team.
Yeah, and see, Charlie Haas all roid rage. Yeah. Now, you know what we should do? And this is something that of WWE's version of ECW, best ECW champions of all time.
Oh, I like that one.
We could do it.
Of their version, not of
WWE's
of
version?
WWE's version.
No,
because,
dude.
well, I mean, Shelton Benjamin was an ECW champ, and he was actually good when he was
He
the
carried
ECW
it.
champ.
When
He
people
was.
try to forget the WWE version of ECW.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
No,
do.
they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Hey,
man.
they had a great match between
That's how Joey Styles got paid.
when they had Big Show and Ric Flair. Oh, that match was insanely good.
And plus, wow, did you just say Big Show in a good match?
I know, right? Thank you.
Mike cut off. No, just kidding. Wow, I'm glad JP's not in here.
Oh man.
JP or Mike. Oh my goodness, tell me he didn't.
Nah,
just
Mike
say
would
that.
agree. JP would tell you.
Hey,
Oh,
I'll tell
here-
anybody. Go back and watch that match. That was an awesome match.
JP, what do you say about this?
What universe? The Peep universe?
Absolutely in the Peep universe.
You are the Peep universe. There is no Peep universe. It's one person. It's you.
No, there's 2.
No, Christian's not even in it.
But yeah, anyway, that is, we were talking about that last show we did, the infamous in IC champions all time. Mm-hmm. I mean, HBK should be almost in every single list they do.
He should.
I
Absolutely.
don't care, man. I mean,
Well, you wouldn't want to
just-
do top 10 crappiest wrestlers.
well, unless you did that, yeah.
Yeah.
But this, like I said, this week is going to be our WCW underrated.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have anything?
Oh no, I do. I actually
As
do.
long as you got something.
It might be similar to mine. I'm really curious.
I doubt he will. I really. I
Oh
doubt-
no, you're going to be very surprised about the people that should have been. And I'm going to mention a name that isn't mentioned in wrestling a lot because a lot of people aren't happy with them.
All right, well, we'll talk about it. First, we'll go into the segment here, the music.
WWA's Sound Off, where your voice can be heard.
Sound off, let 'em know how you feel. If the anger inside is real, sound off.
All right, well, there you go. Yeah, that's our little music clip for Sound Off.
Very nice.
So you want to go first, sir?
Yeah, to start everything off, Raven.
Wow.
Raven, I'm sorry. I mean,
That's a good one,
The
though.
man is hated in every company he was in. He was. He was hated in every company he was in, but he deserves. He is one of those guys that should have been pushed a little bit more.
Well, he's the one, too, that took literally what they said to heart. look out for yourself.
Yeah.
Not for him or her and that guy, yourself. And Raven literally took it to heart, and he did look out for himself, except for when he did the flock.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's a whole nother
Oh,
story.
yeah,
though.
no.
Yeah.
The other, Billy Kidman,
Great one.
I really liked Billy Kidman. I thought he was very... What?
No, you took my answer.
Oh. And the one reason I like Billy Kidman because he does my favorite move of all time is Shooting Star Press.
Well,
I mean,
and WCW 7-year itch.
yeah, yeah. I mean, gosh, I've just never seen anybody do it like he does it. And number
I think he's only
three,
messed up on it one time though.
yeah,
Just once, and that's when he hit the rope in WCW, and you were just like, ugh.
yeah. Number three, a lot of I don't know if I want to mention this one.
You mention whoever you want.
It's your list, man.
Chris Benoit.
Hey, you know what? You took one of
I
mine.
mean, despite everything that's happened in WCW, and James, back me up on this, Chris Benoit was the man in WCW. In WCW, Chris Benoit was good.
Chris Benoit, to me, I'm currently rewatching it, even growing up and watching it too. When he came in from Japan, they made a big ordeal about Benoit coming in and being the next big thing, and then never gave him the brass.
Yeah.
Nope.
Why? Why are you
Kevin
going
Sullivan.
to? It's
Yeah.
like you've got to be. Oh my God, Kevin Sullivan. That man is a joke in WCW. I could not
And then
stand watching him.
The other two people were friends with him, Dean Malenko. Mm-hmm. Dean Malenko, the man of 1,001 holds, even though Jericho claims he's 1,004 holds. But I like Dean Malenko because Dean Malenko, every time you watched a match with Dean Malenko, you were hooked.
Oh,
you
yeah.
were hooked. Your eyes were glued to the TV. I mean, James, tell me one match of Dean Malenko's you never saw. I mean, even in EC...
Dean Malenko? Because
yeah.
he was always on TV.
Yeah, but, I mean, even in, like, ECW, he was good. I mean, and the other one is the man that left the company because he wasn't being pushed was Eddie Guerrero.
Oh yeah,
I
Eddie.
really believe if Eddie Guerrero would have stayed in WCW, you would have saw a very different... I mean, I would have liked to see him succeed in WCW. I would have liked to see him as a
Eddie?
champ. Yeah. I mean, what? I mean, I'm tired of everybody saying because of you were a cruiserweight champ or because you were in the cruiserweight division,
You weren't-
couldn't be the heavyweight champion. That's wrong.
Well, I mean, because you look at Jericho. Once he left WCW, he went WWE and was champion.
Yeah.
But look at Rey Mysterio also. I loved Rey Mysterio. You can't just have a fan favorite like Rey Mysterio and
It's
not
JP.
give him the title. You have to let the crowd feed off of that.
Yeah.
You have to give the crowd what they want to a certain extent.
You're right. I'll give you that to a certain extent.
Unless your name's Daniel Bryan.
Unless your name is Daniel Bryan, then we tell you no.
Because then you're a solid B+.
No, you're
Or
just a
B
solid
minus.
Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, solid Daniel Bryan.
You're a solid Daniel Bryan. So, see, are you impressed? See, I had a top five.
Who was your number one again?
Eddie.
Eddie?
Eddie,
Okay.
that's a
All right,
good one.
No, that's a good one, dude. I was
very good
very
one.
surprised.
Yeah, I mean, the only one I'm not really sure is the Chris Benoit one.
Why?
I would say Chris Benoit definitely deserved the brass in the
It's just,
NWCW.
everything that's happened with
Listen, things happen. Trust me, what he did was absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
But you still have...
You're talking about his in-ring performance versus his off-field.
It's just like talking
Yeah.
about Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, these guys that are supposed to be in the Hall of Fame. Pete
Yeah.
Rose.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by the way, that's a commercial we got to see later. There was a Super Bowl commercial I had to show you. He was in the Hall.
No, that's
Oh,
but
with
that's
Pete
an old
Rose?
one.
Yeah,
that was good.
That's an
But
old
anyway.
one, though. I've seen that
okay.
one.
But anyway,
not even in my
that's
own
the-
home.
I mean, we're still talking about Pete Rose, okay? Pete Rose is in WWE Hall of Fame at least.
Yeah, at least.
But the point is, they look, man. What you do in the ring should still count.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I thought it was ridiculous whenever. Okay, yes, he had a suicide murder.
Oh, it's horrible.
And it